Hey INFJs, I want to let you in on a little secret today. I'm going to share with you my #1 method that I recommend to all INFJs. I believe that when you use this method that I'm going to share with you, you can come to a place of greater clarity, a calmness, and an ability to truly hear what your intuition says. I believe that by using this method, you'll be able to tap into your inner wisdom and your inner knowing. But first, before we get into that, let me tell you what's been going on for me. Okay guys, so before I tell you this method, I just want to have a bit of truth and honesty time with you. I really want to create connection here and create community with all of you INFJs. Now I know that there's other INFJ channels who they just talk to the camera and they educate you and they teach, which is amazing and we need that. But I've always been someone who believes in sharing my own truths and vulnerability with you as a way of teaching. I wouldn't say my gift is in teaching, but it's in sharing. And that's something I haven't been doing with you. I haven't been sharing about what's really going on in my life. I was recently thinking about this video I wanted to do with this method I'll be sharing with you. And I realized that the last 6 months of my life have been really hard. Like, it's been really hard. But something I noticed was it has not rocked me. It has not caused me to spiral into this self-pity place of depression, which is maybe why I haven't shared too much with you, because mentally I've actually been doing pretty well. I've been feeling pretty calm and at peace with life. And so what's been happening for me is, firstly, I have whooping cough at the moment. That's right, I've been in quarantine for the last week with whooping cough. I thought that shit was eradicated like 100 years ago, but apparently it's not. And I've been quite sick this week. And today is the first day that I felt like I could actually talk to you and share without having a coughing fit. But with this whooping cough, it's kind of been the cherry on top of a series of unfortunate events in my life. 6 months ago, I had a family member go into emergency surgery. And then 2 weeks after that, our house and car got struck by lightning. And then I've had all this ongoing issues with my car. Eventually it became a write-off 2 weeks ago. We've been sick with influenza A. I had another family member diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and now the whooping cough. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But that's why I want to share with you this method, because despite everything that has been happening, I have been relying on this method on a daily basis, and trust me, it has helped me in the most tremendous, miraculous way. What about you, INFJ? How has life been lately for you? It feels like there has been so much happening in the world, and at times it can feel so heavy being an INFJ and feeling it all. Especially when you're going through your own personal things. Not only are you feeling what you're going through, but you're also seeing all these world events unfold before us and feeling all of that too. INFJs are extra sensitive, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I think it's a beautiful thing to be sensitive, and this world really needs more people to have that sensitivity and that sense of empathy, right? But when things happen, we feel it deeply. It's not uncommon for INFJs to fall into a cycle of depression. That was definitely my life for many years. When things got too hard, I would get so depressed. But that's why we need an abundance of tools and resources that we can rely on, that we can use. And the one that I'm about to share with you is my favorite tool, my favorite resource. It's something that I first learned when I was a teenager. And if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have learned how to be so resilient and strong-minded and be able to pull myself out of a really dark place. I know, I'm being really annoying by actually not telling you what that method is. So I'm gonna share it now. The method that I am strongly passionate about is journaling. Yes, you heard me, journaling. Now, I don't mean the whole Dear Diary thing. No, journaling is so much more than writing about your day. In fact, there are so many journaling techniques that we can turn to get the most impact out of it. Now, I first started journaling when I was 14 years old, and I'm so grateful for that younger version of me for picking out my first notebook and pen and beginning this journey in journaling. It was because of that practice that I learned how to tap into my inner wisdom and my inner knowing. And it was through my daily practice of journaling that I was able to build this incredible strength and resilience, and a way for me to self-comfort myself when I was going through a really hard time as a 14-year-old. It's always been my greatest resource when life is hard. My whole life. I have a chest full of journals that highlights how I've turned to journaling when I'm confused, when I'm feeling stressed, when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling overwhelmed, when I'm feeling anxious. There's nothing better than opening to a fresh page on your journal to allow your feelings to flow out. The benefits of journaling is just mind-blowing. There has been so much research done which shows us what journaling can do from mental health in an incredibly positive and beautiful way. Can I share with you something that has been behind the scenes for most of this year, for 2024. It's really exciting, and I just feel like I can just see how the universe has opened this up for me and for you. Basically, I have so many beautiful people from this YouTube community who reach out wanting counseling with me, but unfortunately I'm not able to see people who are in the US or Canada. And so I was brainstorming ways about how I can still help those in America and those in Canada, as well as, all over the world really. And I knew that my next step for Paper Crane of Hope was to bring out a mini series, a mini course. And I was thinking about what is one of the things that I always recommend to my counseling clients that they do in between sessions, which has allowed them to go on this journey of transformation and healing. That is journaling. Now, I was brainstorming on what this course would look like, and while I was writing in my journal, so I practice what I preach, every idea, every brainstorming session, every creative thing that you see here comes from my journaling sessions. And in this journaling session, I was asking, well, what course platform will I use? How will I do this? I had no idea. It's the first time I've done it. And then something crazy happened. I'm not even kidding. That very same day, I had a startup company reach out to me called Kumu. And they are this new online course platform and membership platform for well-being experts, which means it's a safe hub where you know that whatever you get on this platform, it comes from qualified, registered well-being experts such as counselors, psychologists, physios, nutritionists, anything that's well-being, but they have a qualification. Kumu is still in its beta phase, and they reached out to me if I would put something on their platform to trial it out, to give them feedback, to help, figure it all out for Kumu. And I was so excited by this opportunity, especially because it's founded by women. It's a woman-led platform, and I just believe in their ethos, and they're also giving a percentage of their earnings. So anything that I earn on it, they get a percentage, but a percentage of that will go to some sort of non-for-profit. I believe they were talking about Beyond Blue, but I need to confirm what it is at this point. And so the last few months I have been working my little bottom off for you to create journaling techniques for transformation and healing. Now, it's super cheap because, well, I'm not an internet scammy weirdo, okay? I'm not gonna make something and ask you to pay me $2,000. That's ridiculous. This is only $29 Australian, which, do the conversion. I think in America that would work out to be what, like $18 US? I'm not sure. And in this series, you're going to learn what the actual benefits of journaling is, how to set up your sacred space so that you can actually get everything you need out of journaling so it can be a beautiful self-care ritual and experience for you. You will also learn 6 journaling techniques that you can try, and I go through what the technique looks like, how it works. I give you some ideas on how to use it. They're my favorite techniques. A couple of them I've been using since I was 14. A couple of them are the techniques that I provide for my counselling clients, and they really are life transformative. If you want to get deeper into what's going on for you here, if you just need to, sometimes we just need to get all of this out on paper for us to actually understand what we're feeling and what we're going through. Oh, I am so excited to bring this out for you. Now, just remember that we are still in the beta phase right now. So if you head to my description and you click on the link to get it, if there are any issues, please let me know so I can give that feedback to Kumu. But I would love for you to be a part of that community. I would love for you to check out my series. I honestly, I put a lot of love and heart into that, and I did it for you, for my YouTube community, because I love you and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you are here with me every week. I have so many more videos that I believe will help the INFJ, and I highly recommend that the next one you watch is this. It's probably one of the most powerful things that an INFJ can do.